Welcome to Coastlines to Cranes. This is a construction podcast that talks about the culture, the people, the job sites, and everything in between. I'm your host, Shandon Harbor, and today we have with us Jennifer Hopper, Community Affairs Manager from ABC San Diego. Wait until you hear her story. The woman wears a cape. So let's get right into it. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome.
Hi.
So you are a Community Affairs Manager. This is what the word is out on the street. She's everywhere. You are at every association event. You're at evening events. You're at breakfast events and everything in between. First, I want to know, how do you do it? And second, talk to me about the importance of being out in the community and being at events and looking for opportunities.
I do feel like I'm everywhere.
Yes.
Well, I think that the most important thing is going to be just San Diego has a very unique culture.
It does.
And that it is the biggest small town you'll ever kind of
Absolutely.
be in. The unique culture of San Diego is that everybody wants to do business with someone that they know. And the importance of being everywhere and kind of being at every event is I want to get to know everyone in the communities we're doing business in, and the communities that we're working with, the people that we're working with. And the only way that you can do that is by showing up and spending time with them. Right. They did a study that you have to spend 200 hours with someone before they will consider you a friend or someone that they will actually trust.
Didn't realize that.
You have to put time in.
Yeah.
The 10,000 hours to be good at a skill, but 200 hours before someone will consider you a friend. And so it requires a lot of time, and I put that time in.
That's amazing, because I have to be honest. There are times when I'm signed up to go to an event or something that's networking, and I'm dragging myself to get there because I'm like not wanting to do it. I just want to go home, put my pajamas on, be on the couch. But I always find that there's a nugget that I take away. I always find that there's something there that propelled me to another conversation or to something else. And so talk to me about that when there's opportunities, when you're looking for opportunities, or even like we were talking before we started rolling on this NAWIC event yesterday. So you were at NAWIC yesterday.
I did. I went to NAWIC last night. It's a National Association of Women in Construction.
Yay!
Great event. Great event as our January meeting. Well, I think that every single person that you meet has an opportunity to teach you something. Whether that's something you want to do or something you don't want to do.
Right.
There's a lesson to be learned in every person that you meet. And I think that every conversation you have is an opportunity for learning, listening and learning and growing. Every room that you're in is an opportunity for listening and learning and growing. And that is something that I am constantly trying to do. What is the opportunity in this room? Is it an opportunity for marketing? Is it an opportunity for business growth? Is it an opportunity for personal growth? At the meeting last night, there was a speaker who was talking about how to deal with difficult conversations and difficult people. I never know what I'm going to learn when I go to a different room.
Right.
If it's a person, I might have a really great conversation with somebody about something of their life experience, something they've lived through. You're never going to be able to do everything and experience everything. So you get to learn from other people's experiences in life and what they kind of go through. And I have it so privileged to be able to get to spend a lot of time with a lot of different people with a lot of different unique backgrounds and get to learn from everything that they've been through in their lives and all of the unique backgrounds that they've had, and learn from all of them. It's really great.
I mean, you're really good at it. I have to be honest, because I did go to an event with you, the SD Mac event. And while we were there, you're like, okay, who do we want to meet? Let's go talk to somebody. Talk a little bit about how you overcome the awkwardness of having the networking. There's a lot of our listeners that are construction folks. They're like, ugh, networking is just not their jam. How do we break through some of the awkward conversations or the moments when you're out and about in town?
Oh, I think that a lot of people they feel very self-conscious and they're very awkward and they don't know how to have a conversation. But then you have to just kind of realize most people feel that way. Okay. Most people feel very self-conscious. They are thinking about themselves. They're thinking, they don't know what to say. They don't know how to start a conversation. And if you realize that every single person in the room that you're with, I mean, even at SD Mac event, if you start thinking, oh my gosh, everyone here, you got admirals, and you have all these really high profile people, and you've got the mayor,
stars,
but at the end of the day, they're people.
Right.
They are people who have got their own stresses and their own insecurities and their own issues that they're battling.
Right.
And they had to get up in the morning and try and figure out how to get out of bed and motivate themselves. And they got there, and you don't know what they're battling. And you don't know what they're dealing with. And so I look at every person just like that as a person, and I'm going to go up and I'm going to start a conversation. And it's going to be very natural and very casual. And it's usually something like, oh my gosh, I love the top you're wearing. You look really great. I love purple. You look so good on you.
Wednesday.
It is Purple Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
You look great in that.
Oh,
and it doesn't always have to be a compliment. Right. It could be something very, very casual.
I just remember, like we were SD Mac at one of the receptions. You're like, okay, who are we going to meet? Who are we going to go talk to? And we're like, okay, that gal over there. So we went over and we started talking to her, and you were very natural about it. Walked on up. I was nervous. I was like, oh, this is going to be weird, but broke the ice, and she was from AGC. And what are the odds that we're at an SD Mac event at the Yacht Club and we run into another construction association person? I mean, it was really amazing. And we all had commonalities. So again, one of those opportunities where if you hadn't been gutsy enough to go up there and talk to her, we would have never met her.
And in talking to her, she just moved to San Diego.
Right.
She didn't know anyone.
Right.
She was super nervous about being there. And my first comment to her was, oh my gosh, who do you want to meet?
Right.
Who can I introduce you to? How can I help you? Let's figure out how I can get you to meet other people as well. And then I think that's really helpful. That's helped me a lot move forward in making new connections, is trying to figure out how I can connect other people. Because once you're able to help somebody, once you're able to help, hey, someone says, hey, I'm here to meet an attorney, or I'm here to meet such and such. Oh yeah, I know one. Okay, let me go introduce you. Meet Bob, and I can introduce someone immediately. They'll remember that, and they'll keep you in the back of their head, and now you've got a friend.
There you go.
And then that person, maybe they're able to do business with each other. Maybe they're able to have a connection and really be excited about that, and that person's really grateful for that. So you continue to do that as you move forward in different groups and different situations, and you be useful. I try to be useful to everyone that I meet.
Wow. I mean, truly. And this is all wonderful, because the other message that you're out there talking about is about our apprenticeship program, Merit Shop apprenticeship programs. And you also have a very tough clientele or audience with politicians and lawmakers, elected officials. And so talk to us about the story that you're telling out there about our Merit Shop and our apprenticeship program, because that's a big deal. I mean, I think part of getting out there in the community and sharing our news is the fact that we have this secret we don't want a secret anymore.
I find that most people are really receptive to, nobody wants to have a confrontation, right?
Right. No.
And that seems to be, it's really, nobody wants to sit there and have a fight about PLAs and we don't want to, I don't want to get into a confrontation with people, but it's really easy to have a one-on-one chat or talk to someone about how excited I am about our apprentices, how excited I am about the stories of the individuals who come from the backgrounds, every place that they've come from, to be able to better themselves, to go through our program, and all the different amazing apprenticeship programs that we have, or our members and the different construction companies that we have, that what they're doing in the industry, to be able to share the inspiring stories with people. They get excited about what's going on.
Right.
That's advocacy in the easiest way.
Right.
Because I talk about, we have that one apprentice that shared their story about how they were homeless and they didn't know what they were going to do next. And I'm telling a story of someone who wants to change their life. And just going to college is not necessarily a path they could take. They weren't someone who was a candidate for the military. They weren't someone who was a candidate for any other path. And all of a sudden they're trying to figure out, how do I get out of homelessness? How do I get off the street? What do I do? How do I get a career? How do I have no skills. I have nothing that I can do. They made the decision to, how do I learn a trade? They were able to apply to the program. They were able to get in. Then all of a sudden they're getting training. It's free. They're learning something. They're working. They're getting job skills. They're growing in life. They're growing in, they're developing. They're getting, so many things, support for what they want to do and be, and now they have a success story to where they can go on and then turn around and help the next generation. That's That's easy. It's an easy
Right.
conversation, and everyone can get behind that, right?
Absolutely.
Regardless
Yes.
of what side of the aisle you're on, everyone can get behind that, and those are easy conversations to have.
Definitely. I mean, I find that to be true when I'm talking about an apprenticeship program, and they'll say, "Oh my gosh, I need to get you connected with my son, my nephew, my niece." So I know somebody, and it becomes less adversarial about, union or non-union or merit shop or open shop or whatever the politics around it, and more about helping upskill our workforce and our
I usually
folks
get
and
people
give
should know about
opportunities.
this.
Right.
I know. That's what
People
I'm here.
you should talk more about this. You're like, yes, that's why I'm here. Exactly. So you were talking about people are people, a lot of stars on the admirals, epaulets, and also politicians being interesting clientele. You have a really amazing story about, you're like, you're a power lifter. So I would like to hear about how in the mornings you wake up, and this is Jennifer's story, just because I think it's fascinating. It's not every day that I know a power lifter, so you kind of have to tell a little bit about it. You're like, your mornings start at 0:30.
Yes, I get up at 3.
Oh.
Well, here's the thing, is that I do a lot
Yes.
in the course of my day.
Right.
And I am a strong believer in taking care of yourself physically. I think that's super important. One of my personal passion project is going to be women. Women need to be strong mentally.
Yes.
Women need to be strong physically. It is hard enough out there.
Right. Well, you are in the right industry, gal. I mean, construction and women and like making sure that we're taking care of ourselves.
I hear all the time a lot of excuses, like of why you don't take care of yourself. But you have to. You have to. There's no one's coming to take care of you for you. No one's gonna. And you're, especially when you get to a certain age, you start to lose a lot of ground, muscle mass, and a lot of things. You have to take care of yourself. And so I get up very early in the morning and I head to the gym. Yes, I like to lift heavy things. I like to lift heavy things. I do CrossFit, and I've been doing that for a number of years.
Amazing. Amazing. You've done more in the day before 9 a.m. than most of us do just all week long. It's really fantastic. Very much an inspiration to all the women. One last parting thought. You talked about, your passion project being women and taking care of themselves and everything. Any parting words that you want to say to our women in construction out there? Things about, you talked about taking care of yourself, but also about the mental part, and you're very organized. You have a lot of goals. I know when we first sat down and we were chatting and we were talking about, you said, okay, Shandon, no, this is what you need to start focusing on. And you've really helped me. So anything you want to share with the women in construction out there on like little steps that they could take to start doing different things?
My biggest advice to women, if I could give them anything, it's, I was raised as an only girl with 7 boys in my house growing up, and
I did not know that.
It is okay to be strong.
Yeah.
It is okay to be soft as well.
Right.
But women are amazing, and I feel like it's very common to be told that you are different, or you are like kind of to be told to sit down, shut up, be quiet, wait, smile, look pretty, just
right.
If you don't do that, be strong, be powerful, and move forward with that. You can change the world. Women have the ability to do so much. And especially in these situations, someone made a comment, they're like, in these male-dominated fields, and it says it's not dominated, they're populated.
Right.
They're male-populated fields. That women have no idea how powerful they are sometimes because they listen to the outside voices. If you stop listening to everybody that's told you your whole life that you are
less than,
don't listen to them.
Yeah.
That's do a lot.
Great segue, because I do want to mention that you are the chair this year of the San Diego East County Greater Chamber of Commerce. Yes. So congratulations to that. And I'm listening to you talk going, she's going to be chair of NAWIC here in like a minute. She just had her first meeting yesterday. You're going to be running that association here in San Diego. So congratulations on being the chair. Any big ideas, that you want to share with the group that are happening this year? Anything that's on your plan?
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
It's going to be a great year.
It's going to be a great year. Absolutely. With you at the helm, I'm confident of it. All right. That wraps up another episode of Coastlines to Cranes. Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. If you liked us, give us a like, hit subscribe, leave us your comments, and stay classy, San Diego.